Yo, what's good, everybody? How's it going? It's Chris here. Back with another show of the Undefeated. We're after spring break. We got the crew back in here. We got my boy over here.
No Grimes.
R. Kelly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Trav on the beat, baby. I'm saying, what's up? What's up?
So this is George and Cage, if you guys don't know. So we have a lot of things to talk about free agency was happening over the spring break. So let's get to the big moves. Because why not? Let's talk. You guys want? What do you want to start off with? What story y'all?
We should go AB, Lev Bell, and then whoever.
OBJ. All right, let's go to Antonio Brown first. So Antonio Brown, he got traded to the Oakland Raiders for a third and a fifth round pick. And I know we got George here as a Steelers fan. We know know how much he hates this trade. For me, I'm gonna go ahead and speak first before y'all guys go ahead and do it because I know y'all have a lot to say about this. It makes no sense. The Raiders basically won either way. If Antonio Brown doesn't work out, it doesn't matter because they only gave a third and fifth away for him. So what do you guys gotta say about the trade? What do y'all think about it?
That's all I gotta say.
You laugh.
It's not even words, it's noise. George?
Yeah. So, Antonio Brown used to be my favorite player in the NFL. No cap.
No
He's
cap.
now my least favorite player in the NFL.
More than Le'Veon?
No, Noah. If you don't know what you're talking about, shut up!
No, I was saying you hate
Shut up!
AB more than Le'Veon.
Yes.
I mean,
because of what he did to the organization, even if he would have gotten traded, I understand. He wanted a bigger contract. Maybe Ben Roethlisberger is not exactly the greatest teammate, and I could almost understand some of his grievances. But then he destroyed his trade value just by being Antonio Brown, and that's what made me hate him more than anything else. Because I bet if he wouldn't have done anything, I bet we could have gotten a first at least. But instead, he destroyed his trade. He destroyed his trade value, and instead, the Steelers ended up winding up with a third and a fifth, all because of Antonio Brown.
let's see the thing about this. Yeah, like you see, when D Ford they got the Chiefs traded him, they got way more for D Ford than they got for Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Because D Ford didn't completely destroy his value by going around and talking about, I want to leave this organization. Think you guys are he doesn't really care about Steelers Nation. Let's be real quickly. He doesn't even care about them. He can go on his interview and be like, yeah, I want to thank Steelers Nation for the 9 years. He doesn't care about that.
I think he bought one billboard in Pittsburgh saying thank you. Pretty sure it was one billboard the size of his room, so wasn't that big.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he was on one street too, so wasn't that exciting.
I don't think he's going to succeed in Oakland. I am not a big fan of John Gruden and what he's doing there, and I don't like Derek Carr. I think he's a system quarterback, and the only system he fits in is Jack Del Rio system, who was fired for John Gruden, and then their good GM Reggie McKenzie got fired for basically a puppet GM in a TV analyst, Mike Mayock, who wasn't even the best at NFL Network. So, therefore, yeah, I just hope that his career burns crashing down and, he wants to by week 7, he wants to get traded out of Oakland.
Yeah, I agree with everything you say except for the fact that Antonio Brown is not going to do well on the Raiders. I think he will because I feel like John Gruden's type of coach to coach up a guy like Antonio Brown and be able to let him succeed.
No, he can't.
I think
Remember
he could.
the last time they had a star John Gruden had a star receiver. Do you know who that was?
Yeah.
Who?
It was, his name. Why can't I think
It was
of his
Keyshawn Johnson. And after
I was
they
thinking
won the
someone
Super
else.
Bowl, what happened?
Yeah.
He got cut week 8. So, yeah, I
But
don't think he knows how to work with a star
It's been
receiver
20
with an
years.
attitude like Antonio Brown
It's
does.
been 20 years. About that, 20 years.
And you think John Gruden has changed in 20 years? He's still trying to
People
run things
change.
that didn't work in 1800. Now it's not going to work in 2000. I was
1990s.
over-exaggerating. Okay?
I think he will. I mean, we'll have to wait and
To be
see.
fair, he did have Amari Cooper, who was their star.
And
Wide receiver.
look how bad Amari
Yeah.
Cooper looked on the Raiders.
Traded by week 8.
And then he got traded. Exactly. That's my point. So you don't even know what you're talking about.
No, I disagree with you. No, Antonio Brown's gonna flourish. Watch, just watch.
Watch him go 2-8.
You already know he's gonna suck
It's
all the
more,
other games of the games versus the Chiefs, and that's not gonna help me at all. So
I think it's more up to Derek Carr whether he is capable this year at playing quarterback.
The only reason he was capable is because he was in a good system, and now he's not in a good system.
All right, we'll see about that. So let's talk about Le'Veon Bell because why
George,
not?
are you okay? You're like more amped up than normal.
I'm angry. Like, it looks like the Steelers organization is going down in the garbage, and they only have to.
Yeah,
blame
now I know how
themselves.
I feel.
Bro,
I don't want to hear it about the Lions.
What? That they've sucked and they had two of the greatest talents of all time. And they both retired early
And
because that organization.
because that
is a
because
joke.
that offensive
The
line.
organization, the organization is a joke. The Lions organization is a
whole
joke.
city.
They had
facts.
one of the
Okay,
best
Knicks
running
fan.
backs of
That's
all
funny,
time.
Knicks
And how
fan.
many championships have the Knicks won? And how many championships have the Lions won?
5.
you said Lions won 5?
How
They
many
won 5
Super
before the
Bowls
Super
have the
Bowl.
Lions won? How many Super Bowls have the Lions won?
Super Bowls, Noah.
None.
We said championships.
How
so
many Super Bowls have the Lions won?
None.
That's what I thought. How many Super Bowls have the Lions been to?
None.
Exactly.
And how many years have they been in the Super Bowl era?
They're
All of them.
They're like one of the
All
first
of
teams
them.
in the NFL.
All of them. And at least the Knicks have 2 championships. The Lions can't even say they have a Super Bowl appearance. So you shut up. They have a bum organization. You can't even say anything about it. They're terrible. They've wasted the careers of Barry Sanders, who is widely regarded as one of the best running
Because
backs
they had
in the
no
NFL.
offensive line.
Okay, and that's his fault. How? That's the Lions' bum organization not getting him any O-line help. He has to run circles around in the backfield before he can find a hole because they're all coming through at the same time. You had Calvin Johnson, one of the best wide receiver talents of all time.
Who
What
became
happened?
only a red zone threat because he wasn't
'Cause
getting
he was
that
on the
many
Lions.
yards.
Because
No,
he was on the
wasn't.
Lions.
Because he was old and he wasn't getting it.
No.
Yes, he
He retired early.
old.
Old is dude. Him and Larry Fitzgerald came out in the same draft class. You moron. And then the third thing is that you have Matt Stafford and you've wasted his career. So the Lions organization is a bum organization. It has been.
That's not elite.
Screw you, Chris.
Nah, bro. I'm just saying, man. Like, if you look at the stats, like, I mean, you compare him to like some player, like a quarterback, like Joe Flacco or like some like mid-tier
Joe
quarterback.
Flacco, he's had much
They're on
better
the same
stats.
level.
No, they're not.
They're
He
on
had
the same
much
level.
better
They're on the
stats
same
than
level.
Joe Flacco.
Matthew
Are
Stafford's
you
a bum.
high?
Matthew Stafford's a bum.
Do you have
I mean,
some
he
cannabis
might.
on
Matthew
you?
Stafford's a bum.
What?
He's a bum. A bum. Joe Flacco ain't elite. Neither is Matthew Stafford. They're both complete and utter trash.
Is Matt Stafford this decade's Jay Cutler?
Yes.
No.
I'm just kidding.
I will
Joe.
beat the
You're not gonna do
living
anything,
crap.
Noah. Okay.
What do you? He's going to stare at them madly and then like, go, I can't do revenge
I
because
can't
my
stand
Christian
you."
Minecraft server won't allow me to.
Shut the.
All right, so we're gonna cut to commercial break here. We're gonna come back and talk about some more topics, more free agency. We got some more players to talk about the moves. So see you guys when we come back from break. All right, we are back here for the second part of the show. I forgot real quickly. You guys remind me. Did we talk about Le'Veon Bell already or no?
No.
Okay, let's talk about Le'Veon Bell. So he signed. So yeah, we have a lot to say about this one. So get ready, strap in, and eat some popcorn. So Le'Veon Bell signed a 4-year, $52 million contract. He was offered a 5-year, $7 million contract by the Steelers. By the way, we're gonna go ahead and just completely brush that away. But he signed for less money. He wasted a year of his prime. How dumb is Le'Veon Bell?
The fact that he's a selfish SOB and he thought he was gonna get more than he got, which is dumb. Actually, it's funny because people before actually thought he would get the money, but
I
like
never did.
why? Yeah, you never did, but I feel like George did.
I never did.
Didn't he?
I didn't think he would get it. He would get the money. I thought he was stupid for even trying to. Therefore, I mean, I thought he was a moron. And it turned out he was a moron. And the only reason his running style flourished in Pittsburgh is because he had a good offensive line with multiple-time Pro Bowlers like Alejandro Villanueva, like Dave DeCastro, like Marquise Pouncey. That's the only reason that he even flourished in Pittsburgh as a running back, as a really good running back with his style of patience. And now he's going to the Jets where they have one offensive lineman.
They have Joe Boo Boo on offensive line.
Colecchio Semele and Joe Boo Boo for the rest of them. Like, he's not going to a good offensive line whatsoever.
Yeah, if you look at this, like the Steelers were in 2017 the best offensive line in the entire league. Last year they were still fourth. The Jets last year had one of the worst offensive lines, and I think that's the reason why Le'Veon Bell is going to struggle with the Jets. He's going to probably average about 3.5 yards a carry. He's not going to be good. He's going to be like about 25 carries a game. By week 7, I'm calling right now, he's going to be complaining to the organization wanting a trade.
Do you think he'll be cut by the end of the season?
No.
No, I don't think he'll be cut because
Could be injured,
they spent too much money on him for him to be cut. But he's already had so many. He's already had so many carries in his career. I think he's gonna start racking up injuries.
How many years was he signed to?
4 years.
4. Yeah, he's gonna be traded.
I said by his
before.
third year on his contract, he's gonna be overpaid, by big time. He's gonna be one of those contracts everyone expects. Like, this is a terrible contract by this player, and I don't think Le'Veon Bell's gonna be able to have a great season with the Jets, especially with a terrible offensive line, no receivers whatsoever. And your quarterback Sam Darnold is still developing. He's not as great as Ben Roethlisberger was, even though Ben Roethlisberger is complete and utter garbage. I will debate anyone that says he's not, but yeah, I just don't think Le'Veon Bell's going to do good whatsoever. He's going to be a complete waste of money for the Jets, and I don't know why they did this. It doesn't really make sense to me. I don't know. So, you guys want to talk about OBJ? So, OBJ got traded to the Browns. So, you got Jarvis Landry, OBJ, David Njoku,
AFC North.
Nick Chubb. I swear, Baker Mayfield, you have all the weapons in the entire world, bro. Go make the Cleveland Nation proud. Like, cause come on, this is your time to shine, Baker Mayfield. You have so many options. Let's is it great to see the Browns actually doing good again?
Is it me or
Not for me.
Well, yeah,
not for
sorry,
you. But is it me other than Steeler fans? It seems like the world is backing the Browns. Like, everyone wants to see the Browns
because they've been so
succeed.
bad for so long. We just want to see them good. It's like the what's the NBA comparison I could do this to? Like back when the Brooklyn Nets were trash. Remember how bad the Brooklyn Nets were? Now they're decent now. Like, it's actually cool to see them good now. And I would say the Knicks, but they're not good right now. But sorry, George, I wasn't trying to take Dixie. But so yeah, but I think honestly, dude, like, I don't know. For some reason, I feel like OBJ is gonna be amazing with the Browns, especially with Jarvis Landry. It's like, well, I mean, his best friend, I guess. I mean, they basically are best friends.
Can we more talk about the Giants just destroying their own organization?
Let's talk about David the Gentleman, who is by far.
You never get his name right. You're
I don't
terrible
care
at
because
it.
he's that bad. Okay,
Like,
his name doesn't deserve to be named right.
A week ago, he said, a week before the trade happened, he was like, why would we sign OBJ to just trade him? 6 days later, they traded him to the Browns for a first and a third and a crappy safety who's never done anything in his NFL career. Therefore,
Jabril Peppers is a pretty good safety.
have you watched him?
Yes.
What has he done in his career?
He's a hard hitter. I see him.
He's a hard hitter in college, but he can't be that thumper in the NFL. There are bigger players and there are better players, and he's just going to get blocked.
He's
he
20.
can't be in a box safety because he's just not strong enough, and he can't be a free safety because he can't cover. He's a tweener that's not going to make it just because he can't find a position.
I think he's going to be a good strong safety.
I think you're an idiot.
I mean, whatever it is, what it is, George. I mean, I think, honestly, Jabril Peppers is going to be a great strong safety for them. I mean, he has a hitting ability to be able to be in
college.
have an
He had
NFL.
good hits in college.
He had good hits here last year.
No, he is not.
I'll
been
pull up a
good
highlight
NFL
reel right
player.
now of
He is
Jabril
not. Okay,
Peppers.
yeah, you're gonna pull up anybody's highlight reel. Joe Booble's highlight reel.
Why do you keep naming Joe Boo Boo? Who the heck
Because
is that?
Joe Boo Boo is what I mean.
Jabril Peppers
as
is
the
not Joe
bum.
Boo Boo. He's an up-and-coming star right now in the league.
No, he is
yes,
not.
he is.
Yeah, an up-and-coming star in the man against 3-year-olds league. Like,
Nice comparison. Nah, Jabril Peppers is going to be so great. I could pull up a highlight reel now. 9 minutes of him
completely
hitting people in the NFL as a strong safety in his rookie season.
He can't cover anybody. You have to have at least some coverage ability as an NFL safety, and he has no coverage ability whatsoever.
He has some sort of coverage
No,
ability.
he doesn't.
If he didn't have any coverage ability, he wouldn't be in the NFL right now.
He was a hard-hitting. Everybody loved his highlight reel, but the reason that he's not flourishing as an NFL player is because you can't make it's not highlight reel. It's every single play, every single bound, and his coverage ability is not good whatsoever.
Then again, he's 20 years old and he can improve.
Then again, he's not good. It's really hard to completely reteach somebody everything about something, especially as they're so far.
He's not good at all. I think he's
a bum.
He's a
He's in the
capable,
NFL, though.
hard-hitting safety.
He can't cover.
If he couldn't cover, he wouldn't be in the NFL.
So would you
That's
rather
the
have
entire purpose of a safety.
Would you rather have Odell Beckham and Landon Collins or a first or third Jabril Peppers?
I'm not saying that the Giants.
It's not what we're arguing.
No, what
we're
I'm
just
saying
Jabril
is
Peppers is a capable player.
Jabril Peppers is not a capable player.
I still say the Giants
Why
lost
do
the
you
trade.
think the Browns traded him after 2 years?
I never said that the Giants won the trade. I'm just saying that Jabril Peppers is a capable
Yeah, we're not
starter.
debating who won the trade. We're just saying we think
I think the
Jabril
Browns
Peppers-
won still.
Yeah, no, the Browns won 100%.
Oh, no, I agree that the Browns won. I disagree that Jabril Peppers is not a good player. or that he's. I disagree that you guys think he's a good player, which is stupid.
Whatever. So OBJ, what do you guys think he's gonna do for the Browns? How do you think he's gonna perform there?
I think now
Career year, my opinion.
What?
He's gonna have a career year.
Do you think he's gonna be MVP candidate?
yes. Well, I mean, wide receivers are never really MVP.
I think he'll be. So like you know how 2 years ago AB was he was an MVP candidate. I think Odell would be like that, but I don't think he's gonna win it.
Do y'all think with this help, Baker Mayfield may win an MVP within the next few years?
Yeah, no doubt. And I think that also takes the pressure off Jarvis Landry, so he can perform better than he's done the past couple seasons. And if they find a really good slot receiver, it's over. Because they have David Njoku, who I think is a really, really good player. And
they need help on defense, but other than that, they're a really
they
good
need help
team.
in secondary.
Yeah.
That's the one place they need help. Is the
Did Denzel Ward? I know he did slightly good last year, but did he get injured? I know he got injured when he played the Chiefs. It was like
I think it was hurt, but he's still a good player. I think the other Browns move that went really under the radar was another trade with the Giants. They traded their offensive guard, Kevin Ziegler, for Olivier Vernon. And I think Olivier Vernon and Myles Garrett as the pass rushers,
it's gonna be great
on different sides, bro. That's gonna be hard to stop. And I think that Giants fans hated Olivier Vernon yet for no reason. If you actually looked at his QB hits and QB touches and sacks, even though he's been injured on and off the last couple of seasons, I think he's one of the better pass rushers in the NFL. He's not elite, and he may have been a bit overpaid, but not much overpaid. And then I know the Browns drafted their guard in the second round last year out of Nevada, and that's who's going to step in to replace him, to replace Kevin Ziegler. So I think the Browns made all the good moves, and I think they're going to win the AFC North this year, no doubt.
Okay, I got into an argument with someone on Instagram a couple days ago about them being like Super Bowl contenders now.
The one problem I have with the Browns being Super Bowl contenders is they're so inexperienced. The only game that OBJ has played in the playoffs is the game where he went on a boat in Miami the week before. And that's the only thing that's remembered out of that entire Giants run of playoffs was that they went on a boat. And so, I mean, and Jarvis Landry doesn't have a lot of experience in the playoffs. I think his one experience was they got destroyed by the Steelers.
I mean, neither do the Rams, but
but the Rams now have playoff experience.
True.
And Super Bowl.
I think another team that doesn't have playoff experience but is getting there is the Bears. The Bears now have a little bit of playoff experience, but the Browns have none. You think about their star players; they don't have a lot of playoff experience. Jarvis went to one. They got killed by the Steelers. Baker hasn't played in the playoffs.
Odell played one, and that was the.
Chubb hasn't played in the playoffs, and Njoku hasn't played in the playoffs. Garrett hasn't played in the playoffs.
Hunt's only played one game.
One game, and then got suspended for kicking a lady.
Yeah. Who else?
Olivier Vernon's played in maybe two play. I think one was the boat game, and he played in Miami when they got beat by. So he played in both games that OBJ and Landry have gotten into, and he lost both of them. I mean, and then their secondary is really inexperienced. Like Denzel Ward is their best player, but they just don't. He's never been in the playoffs.
Or the coaches. Any coaches been in any playoffs?
No.
I don't think so. Freddie Kitchens hasn't done anything, and I'm not gonna count John Dorsey. I'm not gonna count that.
All right.
Yeah, I think people that think the Browns are going to make it to the Super Bowl are just they're just riding the wave.
But they will make it there, and I'll be surprised.
But within a few years, if they keep.
I absolutely agree. I think now if they start getting playoff experience, especially since they're a really young team, they could easily make it to the playoffs.
Who's your top 4 seeds?
Top 4 seeds in each division.
Like 1 through 4, like the winners of divisions, by order.
Chiefs, Pats. Browns.
You think Browns will be 3?
Yeah, and then Texans.
Wait, hold on. I forgot we were going through this whenever.
This is early.
Over the break. Colts. What are the Colts?
Oh no, you're right. Well, I mean the Texans and Colts are gonna battle it out. I think the Texans win just because they. I don't know. I actually think the Colts are gonna win. Especially if they upgrade their defense, which they really have to. And I think on the other
Angela
side,
is a better quarterback than Deshaun Watson.
I think on the other side, it's gonna be Saints.
Saints gonna win again.
Rams, Bears, and probably the Cowboys win it again. Sadly.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Oh,
I think.
Yeah.
Think about how crappy the NFC East is. Right
unless Wentz
Wentz comes back, or the Redskins find a quarterback. One of those two. And I saw a report the other day that the Giants are no longer considering Dwayne Haskins as their quarterback, and I think that's the stupidest thing they've ever said. Dave Gettleman needs to be fired.
I asked one of my friends for super predictions. What he picked was the Giants and the Ravens.
What?
The Ravens.
The
Giants
two
and
teams
Ravens.
that lost badly in the NFL
Yeah.
trade in the NFL free agency because the Ravens lost like their entire defense.
Yeah, they lost
Except for, and they got
Suggs.
Earl Thomas.
Yeah.
They lost Suggs. They lost C.J. Mosley, which is a great up-and-coming linebacker. They lost Bernard Pierce, one of the best pass rushers. They lost like everybody on their damn defense, and they got Earl Thomas, and now they're definitely not a playoff contender. They're barely even a playoff contender. They're definitely not a Super Bowl contender whatsoever.
I don't know if y'all are gonna call me crazy now. I think the Ravens are gonna finish last in their division.
Last.
It's gonna
Bengals?
be
You think the
Bengals?
Bengals will have one win more.
One
It's
win
gonna
more?
be Browns winning the division. Obviously, Steelers will be right behind. Even though they're trash, still, I think they're gonna be second still because they have a little bit of talent left on the team. I guess.
Yeah, they have a man who survived cancer and Mr. Fortnite.
You know, if
Mr. Fortnite.
if you say that, then do you think the Ravens kick Lamar out then? If they go,
Well, no,
if
I don't
they,
think.
I don't
if they
think-
go
I
last,
don't
it's too
think
early.
It's gonna
They need
be
to build
Lamar
around
Jackson's
Lamar.
fault.
yeah,
I don't think it's gonna. Lamar Jackson still has to
There's-
completely.
No, I'm saying, but like, what the Ravens pull
There's-
a Cardinals and say, screw you.
There's
we're
two
gonna
ways.
go
There's two
something
ways the
else.
season can go. Either LeBron Jackson's gonna flourish with him carrying the team basically, or he's gonna crumble and he's gonna
Well,
be
the thing is,
terrible.
he has no one around him to help him at all.
Yeah.
And,
It's
and,
just
and,
Lamar
they just
Jackson.
cut Crabtree too.
Yeah, although I think they signed a receiver or something, and I think they also signed Marvin Ingram.
Mark.
Or Mark Ingram. Sorry, not Marvin. Marvin. Who's Marvin?
Which is gonna help. Mark Ingram's gonna help out the Ravens. I mean, he's gonna help out Lamar because Lamar's style is running. Like,
Yeah.
you have to run the ball.
I
So.
forgot about Mark Ingram.
Like, you need a power back with Lamar Jackson for him to succeed, and Mark Ingram is a power back. Like that's
Yeah.
basically what he does. With when he was on Saints, it was him and Alvin Kamara, and Kamara was obviously the receiving back, and Ingram was the power back. So they flourished really well together.
So going back to something Cage said, y'all got the Cardinals trading Rosen and getting Kyler Murray in the draft.
Think so.
You don't?
I don't think.
I don't.
Think that'd be too overblown. I don't think.
Well, the
that's
thing is, they officially said Josh Rosen's on the trade block.
Yeah, which they shouldn't. They shouldn't trade him. They shouldn't give up on him this early.
And because he's saying that, they obviously so people are gonna think, oh my God, he's so trash. So they're not gonna get anything for him. So even if the Cardinals think he's at least somewhat decent, obviously other teams are starting to not think he's somewhat
Yeah.
decent.
Which you called this.
Therefore-
You said Rosen wasn't going to be good.
I didn't like Rosen in the first place. I thought he was a stuck-up, arrogant SOB. So
Well, that's what everyone thought he was. But
Well,
we at least thought his talent
I
would
didn't think his
transfer
talent
over.
was even that good. Although I did think he was going to end up being a better quarterback than Josh Allen, who I still don't like whatsoever because he can't throw. He can throw it far, but he's gonna overthrow his receiver by about 30 yards. So, I mean, unless the Bills sign a 10-foot man that can jump about 20 feet just to be able to catch the ball from the crappy accuracy of Josh Allen, I don't think that he's a good quarterback at all.
Yeah. So let's get some predictions on who y'all think's gonna have the best record next year in terms of
Like all around league, like the whole league.
the whole league.
Saints.
Saints.
Ooh, Saints.
What do you think the record's gonna be like? 13-3.
13.
I'm going Kansas City. That's because
I
I was gonna say
I'm-
Kansas City. Yeah.
The only reason I
it's because
didn't think-
their schedule's a little easy. Only one I see losing to is probably New England.
The only problem I have with KC is that they were once this close to the playoffs, and now that they're changing their whole defensive scheme, and they have to get new defensive players, and they have to get all that. That's what I worry about the Chiefs, and that's why.
Yeah,
they're not
I
good.
worry about the Chiefs getting rid of a ton of players on
We-
defense.
I mean, one team we could see, maybe the Bears. Maybe they might come up a little
Maybe
bit.
I think the Bears will be this year's Rams of last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Because you think about it, their paths have been really similar. I mean, they brought in a new coach. Then they went to the playoffs for a 3 seed. And they faced a 6 seed and lost. And then the next year they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
And both of them have done the same thing. So I think it's really good. The Bears are really going to rise. I think they're going to be a really.
I think it's going to come down to having the best record, the Saints and the Rams. I think it's going to come down between those two, but with the Bears close behind them.
All NFC. NFC had top 3 teams in the NFL.
I don't know about that. I think the Chiefs and the Pats also have a chance. to be.
The Pats?
I think the Pats are gonna take a nosedive.
I think
the
the Pats
Pats will
are
still
taking
be
a
there.
Everybody
because
thinks
they're
the Pats are gonna take a nosedive.
But then again, Tom Brady's gonna come around, probably lead them to the Super Bowl again.
Yeah, that's I mean,
Super
yeah,
Bowl again,
maybe go 9-7 this year.
Yeah.
They'll still
Hey,
go.
but
They'll still go to
like,
the Super Bowl.
This year, I'm serious. Like, I think they're seriously gonna.
How
take
many
a
times have you
nosedive.
said that? How many?
We
times
said that
have
for the
you
past
said
like
that?
7 years,
Exactly.
dude.
That's my
But
point.
yeah,
I was gonna say now, Tyreek Hill, innocent.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
And they were Drew
thank
Chargers.
God.
He was in San Diego when it happened, so everything with that is good. I'm not caring anymore. And the fastest man in the NFL, best receiver in the NFL. Woo! We're good.
so let's talk about a team that you guys think are gonna fall off completely. A team that was good last year, but you think this year's gonna be
Pittsburgh.
complete.
I mean, they didn't even
Yeah.
make playoffs, but like they're
Well,
gonna
for
be
you,
even worse.
Chris, the Ravens. I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, the
That's your
Ravens are
pick?
not gonna be.
Ravens.
They're gonna fall off completely. I think.
I think the Eagles.
You think that?
Oh,
Yeah.
If I see Wentz in the first 3 games, he comes back as he was in 2017, then the Eagles would be.
Dude, I swear if the Eagles go 1-6 and finish season 10-6, I'm gonna get so mad. And they go to the Super Bowl again. Because of that, they did. Oh man.
I could really, I could see the Cowboys slipping hard.
You know,
Especially because half their D line is being suspended for weed. So
David Irving.
you know, I could see, you know, if the Redskins get a capable quarterback, I could see them maybe passing
still don't
the
think
Cowboys.
I could also see a really hard fall off. I could see Kansas City falling off too.
Yeah.
It's boom or bust for them.
It's
That's my
basically
opinion.
it comes down to Patrick Mahomes.
But I still think Patrick Mahomes is a really good quarterback.
No, he is. I just my
I
opinion.
think he'll be able to carry. That offense
Yeah,
should be able
but
to
the
carry.
fact that they are changing their defense, that worries me, especially for this first year.
Was Kansas City's defense that good in the first place?
I'm saying that now. You can't get any worse of how they were last year. There's 32 teams in the NFL. They will rank 32 and 31 for passing and rushing.
Yeah.
I don't care how bad we do. It can't be any worse than it was.
Unless you get 32 and then it
Well,
was
then you can
Yeah,
just
there
you
you
know
go.
you can just ligma.
or you can be 33.
Yeah, have I don't know the San Antonio Commanders being 32. I don't know.
Hey, are we gonna talk about Johnny Manziel signing with the AAF?
Who cares?
He's gonna throw 5 picks in
Who
the
cares?
in halftime.
Who cares?
I don't know. I just feel like you always want to see a guy.
Hey,
with
Noah.
Second chance.
No.
Who
Noah.
cares?
Hey, George, stop being a. You know what?
What?
What, Noah? You gonna cuss for the
me-
4th time on this show?
Thank you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end the show here. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. We'll see you guys next week for another Undefeated. We're gonna have March Madness talk about then. See you guys later. Peace out.